Hello and welcome back to the Wargamer and another painting tutorial. This time I'll be showing you how to paint the Japanese Type A Minesweeper from Warlord Games' Cruel Seas. For this tutorial I'll be using the Army Painter range of paints. Start off painting your ship by applying a primer. This will give us a better surface to paint from by allowing the later layers of paint to adhere to the surface of the ship. I would recommend using a spray primer, particularly the Army Painter's Uniform Grey primer. This paint is a great starting colour as we can not only cover it easily with other paints, but it also gives us a good starting colour for the ship's hull. The hull of the ship already has its base colour of uniform grey, so we don't need to do much else to it. However, to help bring out those details, we can dry brush a lighter coloured paint over the surface, and for this task we'll be using ash grey. To dry brush, take a medium-sized brush and dip it into your paint. Remove the excess onto a piece of paper until only a small amount of paint remains in the bristles. Then lightly drag your brush over the surface of the ship. You'll find that the paint will gather on the hard edges and raised details, leaving the darker uniform grey visible in the recesses. By dry brushing in this way, we can quickly and easily pick out many of the ship's details. However, for some of the larger areas, you will instead want to paint them using ash grey and a regular brush technique. On the ship, these areas also include the life rings and lifeboats. With the largest parts of the ship completed, we can now turn our attention to some of the smaller details. The first of these will be the smaller anti-aircraft guns dotted around the ship, as well as the anchor chains and the top of the smokestack. We'll be painting all of these areas using Necromancer Cloak. To achieve the red oxide colour of the deck panels located near the fore and aft guns, we'll be using the paint Crusted Sore. We will be painting our Japanese crews in their blue winter uniform, therefore we'll be using deep blue. However, if you wanted to portray your crew in their summer uniform, you could instead use spaceship exterior. To paint the red banding of the life rings, we'll be using Vampire Red. For each life ring, paint 3 red bands equally spaced around the circle. This will create a red and white banding effect. The faces and hands of the crew members are very small, so it's not necessary to paint them. However, if you're feeling brave, you can base coat these small areas using Kobold Skin. With all of our base coats completed, we can now begin applying some washes to the miniature. The first wash we'll be using is Dark Tone, however we won't be applying it straight from the pot as it will be much too strong. Instead we want to create a mixture of 1 part Quickshade mixing medium and 1 part Dark Tone. This will reduce the strength of the wash, creating a more subtle shading. With your wash mixed, you can now apply it across any grey areas of the miniature. Focus the washes into the recesses of the hull, but for the remaining sections such as depth charges, mines, red oxide deck, guns and crew uniforms as well as the lifeboats, you can apply the wash across the whole area. The wash should gather in the recesses, creating the effect of shadows which will help to improve the level of detail of the model. And here we have the completed Type A Minesweeper. You may have noticed a few extra details such as the markings, paint chips and rust, which I applied using the same steps detailed in my Cruel Seas extra details video. Whilst I focused on the Minesweeper for this video, you could easily apply the same techniques to other ships in the Imperial Japanese fleet. You can find a full list of all the paints that I've used in this tutorial in the description below, along with any other equipment that I've used to create this video, such as my everlasting wet palette. If you enjoyed this video, do let me know in the comments below, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to check out my Patreon page if you'd like to support me in making these videos. If you have any questions or would just like to chat with others who enjoy my channel, I've set up a Discord server which you can find a link to in the description below. So the only thing left to say is, thanks for watching and goodbye.